Good day everyone, I am Mr. Leta Alam Rivera from BPED 3 and the reporter for Chapter 9, which is the leadership. Leaders act in some other of critical ways. Leadership is the process whereby an individual influences a group of individuals to achieve a common goal. A leader knows where the group or team is going and provides the direction and resources to help it get together. Coaches who are good leaders provide a vision of what to strive for as well as day-to-day structure, motivation, and support to translate vision into reality. Managers is generally concerned with planning, organization, scheduling, budgeting, staffing, and recruiting. Leaders simply emerge from the group and take charge, as with captains and coaches of intramural or club team that called emergent leader. Peer leadership in sport. Peer leadership in sport. These investigators have identified antecedents of peer leadership, roles and responsibilities of team captains, and consequences of such leadership. Peer leadership is positively related to a number of important team outcomes such as increased task and social cohesion and collective efficacy. And also, there are some approaches in leadership. Trait approach, focused on consistency in individuals, was the first to dominate the literature. They considered leadership traits to be relatively stable personality dispositions, such as intelligence, assertiveness, independence, and self-confidence. Example that LeBron James would be a great leader not only on the basketball court, but also in other sports and in other areas of life such as a business and community affairs. Leaders have a variety of personality traits. No specific traits, all leaders successful. Behavioral approach focused on behavior. These behaviorists argue that anyone could become a leader by simply learning the behaviors of other effective leaders. Example, it was the fifth game of the 1997 NBA Finals between the Chicago Bulls and Utah Jazz. Utah had won the last two home games and was playing at home again, where the team was undefeated in the playoffs. Leadership behaviors in non-sport settings. Next is situational approach. Leadership behavior in sport. One approach to studying leadership in sports and exercise setting is to focus on specific behavior in this situation. Former UCLA coach John Wooden, a coaching legend in basketball, won an unprecedented 10 National Collegiate Athletic Association NCAA basketball championships. Situational approach argued that leadership depends on characteristics of the situation rather than the leader him or herself. In the 1970s, this approach to leadership evolved. This argument was based on evidence that organizational leaders often have less power than people think that differences between candidates become who leaders are reduced through selection and that differences between leaders are negated by situational demands by Verum and Jago 2007. Leadership development through sport. Development of high skill, a strong work ethic, good rapport with people, enriched tactical knowledge. Interactional approach is the dominant perspective for studying leadership today. These interactional theories have important implications for effective leadership in sport and exercise settings. And also, it has a two leadership style. Relationship-oriented leaders develop interpersonal relationships, keep lines of communication open, maintain positive social interactions, and ensure that everyone is involved and feeling good. Their style is analogous to the consideration function described earlier. Task-oriented leaders primarily work to get the task done and meet their objectives. Their style is analogous to the initiating structure function described earlier. Next is a relationship-oriented leader. Focuses on developing and maintaining good interpersonal relationships. Task-oriented leader focuses on setting goal and getting the job done. And that would be all my part. Thank you.